I didn't expect to get emotional, but I felt wrong, and I want you to know that you're not wrong. You're still a woman.
I found out very young that I couldn't have babies. At 9, I started my menstrual cycle, but it was really spotty, and then it went to completely non-existent, and then it would come in randomly and be super heavy and painful. And it would come in and out like that all the way up until I was 12. And at 12, I hit like a massive puberty growth, and my chest went from completely flat to a 38C, and it was really embarrassing because they were like really weird shaped and they hung down to my belly button. And then I started like gaining weight rapidly, and I was holding a lot of weight in my belly. And any picture that I seen from when I was young, like a preteen, was like all you could see was my belly sticking out. And then at 15, 16, my menstrual cycle was really wacky again. It was never normal. And that's when I realized something's wrong with me. I'm not right. I'm not a normal girl. I don't function like a normal girl. Then I started noticing I wasn't getting a menstrual cycle like all the other girls. It wasn't normal at all. Sometimes it was totally gone. Then I started noticing not only was I holding belly fat, but I was getting like a ton of acne. I was getting massive hormone swings, like more than all the other girls. I was having sleep disturbances. I was having anxiety. I was having trouble breathing and sleeping at night. And I was having all this extra body hair growing really fast. And then I started noticing like dark patches of skin in my armpits, all these weird areas in my groin area. And then I noticed that in the shower, when I would wash my hair, I would come away with like handfuls of my hair. And I was starting to notice my hair thinning. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, normal girls don't experience this. It wasn't until, I struggled with this until my mid-20s, until a dietitian said to me, with you, and by that time, like, my period was gone. It didn't matter what I did. I didn't get a period for months and months, and it turned into a year. And this dietitian said, you know what, Nicole, I think you should get tested for PCOS. So I went and I got tested, and it was confirmed I had cysts on my ovaries. What is PCOS? It's called polycystic ovary syndrome. It's where you can have cysts on your ovaries. You don't need to have them, but typically that's one of the things that you get diagnosed. And how I got diagnosed was I had an ultrasound. I just want to tell you a little bit about what happens in your body with PCOS, and I wrote it down because I want to get it right. The cells in your pancreas release too much insulin, which causes your ovaries to release an excessive amount of testosterone. And then your insulin and your blood sugar, they rise and fall really quickly. And then this can cause like anxiety, irritability, shakiness, hunger. And I was experiencing all of that stuff. And then as your insulin rises, your testosterone rises as well. And then that can cause an increase in your symptoms. And at my heaviest weight in my mid-20s was when I was experiencing the height of my symptoms. Everything was just full force. My acne was so bad, it was hurting. And the dark patches on my skin were getting darker and darker. And I was just like, I was at a loss. So I went to the doctor and he said, because you don't get a period, you won't be able to have children on your own. And, that was really sad because my choice was taken away from me. Then he said, but there are lots of women that with fertility, I don't know the proper word, but I'll call it like with fertility stuff, they can actually get pregnant. So you still have options. It's not hopeless. And then I needed to go on the birth control pill in order to give myself a period. You know, my choice was taken away. I didn't get to choose whether or not I wanted kids because my body decided for me. It was at that point where I felt like broken, like not a real woman, defective. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, why? I started getting angry and I was like, why can't I have a normal body? Like most of the women I know, no one else had this. PCOS, taking away all my choices, making me like have all these manly things like body hair and like no period and all this acne and stuff. I got really angry for a while, mostly at myself and my body for failing me and making me feel not feminine, not like a girl. And then I realized, okay, there's no cure for PCOS, but I'm gonna challenge you, PCOS, and I'm gonna take my life back. I might not be able to cure you, but I'm gonna live with you the best that I can. Okay, can't have children? Fine. I went on the birth control pill, I got my period regulated, and the type of birth control that I went on also was specifically for girls who have really bad hormonal acne. So that helped put my acne in check. Then I found out if you lose weight, you can reduce your symptoms. Oh, I also want to say, I developed sleep apnea at my heaviest weight as well. And girls that have PCOS are actually more susceptible to getting sleep apnea, also because they have insulin resistance and they carry a lot of belly fat. So I developed sleep apnea, and I also read if you lose weight, you might be able to fix it. So I started on a journey where I did portion control, I walked every day consistently, and I started eating foods that were low glycemic, which were things like berries, whole grains, anything that was slower digesting, and I would Google them and see if it was low glycemic. And as I did that, I started to lose weight really quickly since I was so heavy, and that started helping. I noticed my acne getting better, the dark patches were fading, my hormones weren't so out of whack, my sleep disturbances were better, and I actually, when I lost 130 pounds, when I lost all that weight, I got medically cleared to no longer have sleep apnea. I no longer needed the machine. When I was first diagnosed with PCOS and I felt totally like hopeless, I read on the internet like, you can't have babies, you can't ever lose weight, you're always gonna have belly fat, it's gonna be super impossible, basically you're gonna be miserable, is what I read on the internet. And I just wanna tell you, it's not impossible. You can do anything you want. The doctor said if you want to have babies, there are tons of options out there that you actually can. And there have been women that have commented on our YouTube channel under our videos that they had PCOS and they had babies without fertility treatments. So it is possible. For me, it's really difficult because I don't get a period at all without a birth control pill, but you're not broken. You can have babies, you can lose weight. I lost 130 pounds with PCOS, and I was able to get my stomach pretty fat. I was able to get my stomach pretty flat and lean. Yes, it still carries a bit of belly fat that I can't lose, which I know it's because of the PCOS, but it's pretty flat for having PCOS. Alongside of the losing weight and taking the birth control pill to regulate stuff, I started taking Biotin, which is a supplement that I learned is really good for brittle hair and nails and for thinning hair. And my nails also got really brittle with PCOS. So it helps with my nails, it's helping them grow, and I lose a lot less hair. It still thins, and you just gotta get a little creative about how you like do your hair, but you can stop some of the thinning. I did with Biotin. I take chromium and apple cider vinegar every day, and that helps balance out my insulin levels, and That also helps with the belly fat, so you're not carrying so much in your middle. And I just want to say, you can do this. Just because you have PCOS, you don't have to feel like I did. You do not have to feel defective. You're not defective. Having PCOS does not make you any less of a woman than anyone else. It does not take away your value or your worth as a woman. Just because your body decided for you that you can't have children, that does not mean you are any less of a woman. You are not broken.
I didn't expect to get emotional, but I felt wrong, and I want you to know that you're not wrong. You're still a woman, and sorry. Just because there's no cure does not mean you can't live a full life. And I just want you to know that I now know, I got emotional there, but I'm so proud of myself for where I've come, and I'm feminine. I dress like a girl. I do all the girly stuff.
Talk like a girl.
I talk like a girl. I cry like a girl.
I'm all woman, baby. And that's that. I may have to shave twice a day, okay? I may have to use boy deodorant, and I may have to use boy razors. But man, I'm all woman, baby.
Yeah, man.
So, take a stand with me right now, all the friends out there, and put in the comments, I'm all woman, baby. Because it doesn't matter what size you are, what you're struggling with, PCOS, no PCOS, you are full woman. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. Who cares if we have to shave twice a day, right? Before I wrap it up, I just want to say that now that I'm out of that sadness, I'm able to look at the positive sides of PCOS. With PCOS, I have a lot of testosterone, more than a typical woman. And what I started realizing is I'm trying to put on muscle now, and I look at it positive, like if I didn't have that excess testosterone, maybe I wouldn't be able to put muscle on as easy. And also, my dad jokes, they might not be as funny, right? So look at the positives and just know that you're a full woman. Take your life back. Don't let PCOS take away your happiness and make you think you have to be miserable. You can do everything you want to. Does it take away your life? No. Does it give you challenges? Yes. But you can push through those and still feel every bit of woman as you are. So the friends, I hope you're inspired. If you struggle with PCOS, you are not alone and you can get through it. And thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. We hope you enjoyed this video. Do the stuff. Did you see my foot?
I almost got it there.
Do the stuff.
There you go.
Hit the bells and stuff and light the bells and flap your arms. And like it and Instagram at the Colette's. What are you doing? And now we do the frog. Yeah. Ooh. Yes.
Didn't stop you from doing the frog, did it?
Nope. See you guys. Peace. Colette's out.
See ya. She's gone.
Hello.
Ah.
Bye,
She's
guys.
back. See ya.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it.